Good evening, my friends, and welcome to the next episode of Eastshade. Last time out, I was getting very worried that we were not setting about this the correct way, because frankly, how are we going to get the sealant for that raft? We're running out of quests to do. And, well, I will admit, I've looked it up, because I was getting really concerned that we'd missed something really important. We haven't missed anything important. It is one of the quests that we have to do. It's I guess you'd call it like a bottleneck quest? I'm not really sure if there's a technical term for it. It's like a gated quest, I suppose. The chap by the beach that's missing his amulet. You must do that quest to get the raft. And that's it. There is no other way to do that. So that's what we're going to go and do. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, often in these kind of slightly non-linear games, you do get a sort of expansion, contraction of the possibility space, right? And this is kind of like a contracting quest, yeah? Like, we've had so many different quests to do, and we've polished off a great number of them. But if you were to have done this quest earlier, you get the raft earlier, and that would create just a huge backlog of quests that you need to do. Do you kind of see what I mean? So, yeah, that's that. But no, we weren't doing anything fundamentally wrong. Nothing fundamentally wrong here. It's just the fact that we hadn't done the quest that we needed to do to get the item that we are looking for. And that's it. So that's fine. I need to trust the process more and not worry so much. Now this chap, he's waiting right here. Now he will apparently, he's going to give us the password for roots once we find his amulet.
Sorry, I don't feel like chatting right now.
Okay.
Oh, you know about us. I wish I could invite you to join the group and drink some tea. But we have to be really wary of the Shez. They're always trying to destroy our plants. What if you're part of the Shez? And maybe I shouldn't tell you any of this.
Quite right.
I'm already in enough trouble since I lost my amulet. If the Shez find it, they could infiltrate our tea room. It would be
Oh,
all
really?
my fault.
The amulet's like a... okay. Yeah, maybe we should have
Sorry,
asked him about this
I don't
earlier.
feel like chatting right now.
Bye. Right, so, where's this amulet then? Like, is it here? Can we... see the items that you seek. Okay. Amulet time. Where are you, amulet? Oh, wow, that was actually really easy. Cool. Good. Now, how do we get rid of this tincture? It's gonna rob us of all of our inspiration. Oh, of course, we shouldn't forget to actually speak to the chap.
Oh, you found my amulet. I thought I lost it for good.
Lucky
I'll
I'm
say.
here.
This is a key to my organization, the Roots. We're committed to the proper use of dream teas. The proper use being to use them. We get our fair share of trouble from the Shez. They think tea should only be used for sacrifice. That's why we have to be so careful. Well, yeah, the Shez are always harassing us about it. They're upset because we use the holy tea instead of leaving it to get moldy like
Instead of leafing it.
They have plenty of their own tea to sacrifice, but they want to rescue ours specifically. You should hear the crazy plots they come up with to steal from us. Maybe don't mention any of this to them. You seem like an honest person, though. If you want to give it a try, come visit us. Our meeting place is kind of hidden away. Not everyone in Nava understands dream teas, you know? The door is on the outer wall of the city, facing toward the sea. Take the underground tunnel starting near the bread stand in Nava. There's a walkway that leads right to the entrance.
It's not really that hidden,
These amulets
to be
are a
honest.
ticket inside, but you just tell the person behind the door that the password is Dreamland, and I'll make sure you get in. I'll see you there sometime. Thanks again for finding my amulet.
Great. So, is there anything that I can drink to stop me? Refreshing sip to clear my head of anything weird that I drank. Lovely. Okay, right, we can bear that in mind for the future if we ever need to use that Mud Willow's tincture again. Okay. Where's the door for this tower then? Wow, you can literally just see straight underneath it. Ah. How we missed that? Okay, here's the fast way into now. Oh, do you know what? We've not actually been to that building at all. No, you cannot get into this room. Do you know one thing I find quite nice? Now, admittedly, this is just me showing my age and being like, hey, yeah, do you remember how in Skyrim, that game from 2011, you would get loading screens every time you go into the cities? And yes, I know that there are mods to get rid of the loading screens when you enter cities. I find it really interesting that there are no loading screens in Eastshade at all. And maybe that's not really that impressive nowadays, to be honest, because, you know, I don't think Breath of the Wild had any loading screens, and that's a much bigger world than this one. I don't know. And having said that, we're literally at the moment obviously playing Wind Waker at the weekends, and Wind Waker has got an entire ocean of islands that you can see right out there in the distance that gradually get bigger and bigger, and there are no loading screens at all. How they managed to make that work in like 2002, no idea. Wizardry. Technological wizardry.
What's the password?
Dreamland. Hello, bear. Oh wait, we don't actually need to come in here, do we? Because... what's this? Deposit extra tea. Okay. We don't actually need to come in here, do we? All we need to do is give the password to the one glowstone guy. But okay. Oh wow! We can like make our way over. That's pretty cool. Okay. Am I going to need to put a content warning on this before drinking the hallucinogenic
Welcome,
tea?
friend. We haven't seen you here before. a very old community of people with a passion for exploration of the mind. Our practices have been dying out due to criticism from other religions.
I'm sensing the answer to that is probably
The
yes.
founders of the roots believed that dream teas were given to us by the goddesses as a way to visit the other worlds they've created. Certainly not, but it's a romantic story nonetheless. Would you like to select a tea? Each blend has its own properties with different effects. Please, select a tea and step into a boat to enjoy an exciting dream. We only ask that you do not leave with the teas in your possession. This is the best place to use them. Sleep well.
Weird, isn't it? Let's see what they say. How do dream teas
The chemicals
work?
in these teas affect the way you dream, letting you visit places that may not exist in our world. Would you like to select a tea?
Okay.
Farewell.
Exciting dreams. It's not exactly what I go for, but... So we've got silver dream tea. And, blue dream tea. So what flavours have you got? Ah, time for an exciting nap. And here's to a not so restful sleep. So we've got two different kinds of tea. Let's get out into our raft and let's explore. Shall we try blue first? Okay. So yeah, our field of view is quite different. We are above Eastshade, I think. It's actually very hard to tell. Whoop. No, it doesn't even really look like Eastshade, does it? Whoop, okay. Not sure what this axe is for. Oh no, no, no. We're not going to cut down the little tree. No. Throw you down. We're going to water the little tree. There we go. Hello, little tree. There you go. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, it's all going a bit wrong. This is not a nice dream.
Farewell.
I don't think I'd have enjoyed that if that happened in real life. We get some inspiration for it, though. Blah. Okay, shall we try the other tea? So this is the silver dream tea. So this one will give us an exciting nap. Ah. This time we're on some giant cushions. Oh, and we can jump hugely. Jump very bigly. Okay. Where now, Dream Tea? Over into the waterfall? Yeah, I don't think I'd enjoy this in real life either. Terrible. Do not like. Okay. Welcome back, everyone that skipped the edit there. Overall, overrated. So, do we just give up the secrets of the roots to the one glowstone guy? Well, we want our sealant. So I think the answer to that is perhaps. Perhaps. Right. The one's glowstone guy's over this way. Hello, my friend.
It's good here in Nava.
Well, good. I'm glad it's good. So
Would you like
about
to buy
that
some
sealant.
It'll be 500 glowstones. No kidding. Well, smack me in the bloom sack and call me a tea kettle.
Smack
Better than
me in the
glowstones, if you
bloom
ask me.
sack.
Much obliged. Here you go.
Oh wow, we got 5 sealant. Is there anything we particularly want to sell? We could probably sell some inky caps, can't we? We're not going to need all of those. I don't know what we're going to need for everything else though, so let's not worry about that. Meanwhile, there's a raft. We still need twine. Here we go. Though a raft is slow and can only be helmed in shallow waters, it fares better than other watercraft upstream. Okay, so that is... Oh. Does that not count as us having built it? No. Okay, right. We haven't built it. You can only build it where you can place it. Fine. So, my friends, let's have a look at this map. We can... Presumably we can cross at any point on this river. So... I don't know, really. I know there's a house just opposite K&K Apothecary. So we could give that a go. There's a waterfall up here. So I guess we either go over the lake or we just try and hop across this river. I'm kind of tempted to try the river route. Because it's certainly less far that we have to wander in a slightly dubiously shaky raft. On the other hand, I suppose the lake would probably be calmer. Well, let's head over to the apothecary. I think the apothecary is probably easiest to get to this way, isn't it? Let's head over to the apothecary and see... Because, yeah, there's a little jetty by the lady who's fishing. Mind you, given that it's night, we could go to... Should meet the note writer at Mudwillow's Mirror after midnight. And we are literally going to be passing by Mudwillow's Mirror. So we can lay our tent out and have a rest until midnight. And then meet our fans. So, here's Mudwillow's mirror. Let's lay a tent. And we will sleep until... 12:07. Ah, wait, no, I thought that was a person. That is not a person, it's a tree stump. Oh, that's Mudwillow's mirror. Got it. Hello, it's a raccoon. I think.
You got my message, and you came. Oh, it's so good to finally meet a skyfolk. I mean, other than Mudwillow. But I guess she's not really a skyfolk, since she does live underground.
Oh,
Maybe
are we
you
an
met-
owl?
Anyway, please forgive all the sneaky. I should introduce myself. I am Alejo. My people call ourselves Machra, but I believe your people might better know us as the First Folk. Sadly, my people wouldn't exactly approve of me meeting with a skyfolk. Please don't take that in a bad way. As a people, most of us are just very... I guess you could say we do not like to mingle with outsiders.
Mm-hmm.
But not me. For as long as I can remember, I have been fascinated by the skyfolk. The stories, the architecture, the language. I have dedicated quite a lot of time to learning your tongue, after all. I am grateful to Mudwillow for being such a willing teacher. And the variety. Is it true that there are bear folk?
Absolutely true.
Do they have temper like a bear?
Well, they are bears. They're all different.
Ah, of course. Like my own people. They are people, after all. Each different. Ah, I have so many questions for you.
I have questions.
I hope it's not too bad to ask, but is it true that your people are removing the eyes of the firstborn?
So this world, as well as having cats, rather than cat people, this world also has bears as well as bear people. Not true.
Aha! I knew it! I wonder what other lies my people are making up about the skyfolk. And what is your trade?
I have no opportunity to lie
That's
there.
very good. My sister is an artist too. She's an etcher, carves designs into the walls and such things. Well, I should probably leave here. Someone will notice I'm gone if I'm out for much longer. Ooh, tell me, do you think you could make me a painting of the big city? Mudwillow told me about it, but I want to see it. That would be incredible. I don't have much to give you, though. We could meet here again
Does
at
it
the same
have to
time
be
tomorrow night.
tomorrow, specifically?
That would be incredible. Painted from afar, yes? I want to see the skyline. To be honest, I like to be beneath the sky and stars. I think we all do. That's why every so often, some of us come up here to make music. Ah, to feel the rhythm of music under the stars. Most feel it's worth the risk of being heard. I think I'm going to make a habit of coming up here every night. I hope to see you soon.
So it doesn't have to be tomorrow.
It was a
then.
pleasure speaking with you.
It was nice to meet you too. Okay. Ooh, okay, there's a house over there. Okay, what are we thinking then in terms of using this raft? We use this raft, go over to that house. So this is the lake, right? We're sort of here, and that house is on that little island, I guess? Or is it on... Well, we will figure that out in a minute. Build me a raft. Nope, that is too deep. Oh, I can build it there. Fine. Oh no! No, 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 no! Right. The raft is a physics object, and it is possibly, entirely possible, to knock it too deep into the water so that you can't get it anymore. Maybe. I don't know. Here's the other thing about this game as well. You do not have save files in this game, right? When you click save, it just goes, game is saved. Right? So there's not really any like, oh, I'm going to make a safety save. I'm going to make like a backup save here. That is kind of like not what this game is. Not really seems to be how this game is working, to be honest. Right. So I can get out, pack that up. Lovely. It's a Sinkwood Inn. Right, okay, so it's like a hotel, I guess. I don't really want to steal all your plants. Oh. Yep, give me your wood. Oh. Tiffmore Ruins Property Deed of Sale. The seller also agrees to make a public and solemn declaration that they have personally entered the ruins and determined them to be completely empty and void of sacred importance. Blue Rose Industries will conduct an archaeological study to confirm these statements. With compliance to these standards, the seller agrees to set payment of 2,000 glowstones for the complete property and rights to all explorations of the Tiffmore ruins in any manner Blue Rose Industries see fit. Okay. Oh, hang on. Oh, no. We've come all the way around the house. I was like, oh, there's a second one. No, there isn't. Here we go. Give us a room for the night. Thank you.
Taking new visitors. There's been an incident. But with the storm...
Oh.
Well, I'll give you the room we were planning to give the detective. We're just about full otherwise. We have at least one unpleasant visitor and several upset ones.
Okay.
There's been a theft in one of the rooms.
No!
Away now, though it might take a while. Don't worry though, the thief wouldn't dare strike again. Some sort of important book. Real valuable, I guess, by the way Mr. Historian is reacting. I don't claim to understand what it does. I just know we can't have any thieves making an escape.
Okay.
We've got all kind of weirdos here, and it could be just about any one of them. They're all exhausting me. Most of the guests are napping right now, though, so it's nice and quiet for the moment. Look, since we've got this shady business going on here, I'm not going to charge you. You can have a room upstairs, first door on your right. At any rate, it looks like you don't have much choice but to stay. The storm is raging out there.
Okay. So, we can't use our raft anymore? Is that the view? Right, I see. Oh, hang on. We can put the raft here. It's too stormy to leave. Oh no, but we can't pack it up either. Well, let's hope that raft stays where it is until we need it. Don't wander off, raft. Don't wander off, please. Okay.
You're making great strides, detective.
Am I?
We'll have this sorted out in no time.
What? I'm gonna crack this case wide open, though.
Since the criminal still hasn't been found, I've taken the liberty of locking everyone's boat ashore. Shouldn't be travelling in the storm anyway. Why don't you take these keys and continue investigation of the suspects in their rooms?
Oh, wow, I feel like I'm being, like, loaded with a lot of stuff here. And all I want to do is pack up my little raft. It took a lot of roots and sealant and twine to make you. Am I genuinely going to get stuck here if that raft wanders off? How am I going to get off this island? I'm actually genuinely worried about that. Okay. First thing to check. Any clues behind the door? No. Right. Tell me about your guests then.
My great-great-grandparents built it as a waypoint for expeditions north, and for folks building windmills on the Teefmore Bluffs. But it's well past its glory days, and I can't imagine this situation is going to do much to boost its reputation.
Okay. Any suspects?
Not exactly. Well, there was this university student. Strange thing. She arrived around noon, coming from Narva. A few hours later, the historian arrived, followed by Helena and that businessman, Vadim. The student went off to her room. Figured she wanted an early start in the morning. But then she came out a little after sunset, bags all packed, telling me she had to leave and take care of an emergency. I felt bad for her having to leave in the night like that.
Okay, so we have a student, a historian, Vidor, and we have Helena.
Who are you?
Historian
You look like the
Omiros.
authorities. Another suspect. When did you get here?
I paddled in a few minutes ago.
Oh, sure. Well, watch yourself. There's a thief on the loose, and no one's even trying to catch them. In my translation book, it contains runes that would allow me to enter and learn more about the Teefmore ruins. It's highly sensitive and confidential information.
Okay, so he's the victim.
I was on my way to the ruins when the thief made their move. Very few people know about the translation book. Someone must have been following me. And the authorities. Delayed by a boating mishap. At this rate, the thief is going to slip away in the night.
Yes. Well, that's not going to happen on my watch.
Hello, detective.
This is Belinda.
My name's Belinda, and I'm an open book, I tell you.
Really? An
Any
open
questions
translation
you
book?
have, I'm completely ready to answer. I
Suspiciously
don't have a single thing to
open.
hide. The only suspicious thing I've seen is that historian. He's been running into our rooms, snatching up our things and dragging them around for others to inspect. It makes you wonder if he isn't trying to cover something up.
Okay, so Belinda suspects the historian.
My sister and I are taking a relaxing vacation. She hardly gets out of the house anymore, and I thought the fresh air out here would do her some good.
Okay.
Knees, thighs, toes, a continual upset stomach.
And what's your sister's name?
Old age, you might say. I have. It seems that Miss Helena is unwell. I've seen her looking very sick and tired as she moves about the inn. You'll see. Something's wrong with her.
Okay. Interesting. What's this book? The Teefmore Ruins, a simple and spiritual discussion by Helena. There are some in Eastshade who hold to the silly notion of finding great riches and antique wonders within the ruins. In reality, however, it is a known fact among native people that the ruins of our ancestors contain nothing of material value. These tombs are home to the ghosts of our ancestors, and traipsing through them in search of fortune or answers to our pasts would deeply dishonour those who walked before us. I have said before, and I will say again for all eternity, aside from the resting spirits, there is absolutely nothing within the Teefmore ruins that would impress a modern Eastshadian. So Helena making her thoughts very clear there.
Hi, I'm Amir.
This is
You are
Amir.
going to crack this case, right? My girlfriend and I were supposed to play a show tonight. Oh,
So
this
he's
is
a
horrible.
musician. I need
I
some
don't know
leads,
if this will
Amir.
help, but there was someone down on the beach late last night. I couldn't sleep, so I was looking out of my window at the lake, searching for inspiration. But yeah, someone was down there. Just past the innkeeper's counter. You can go in, the door's unlocked. We figured since we don't have any interesting books, we're probably safe from the thief.
Right.
I couldn't tell. They seemed like they might be tall.
Tall,
maybe,
mysterious.
but certainly mysterious.
So you saw someone on the beach. Okay. So we found a book outside.
Just past the innkeeper's counter. You can
Past
go
the
in.
innkeeper's counter. Okay.
That businessman, Vadim. He's
Okay,
pretty strange.
Vadim.
Obsessed with money. He's given me several nasty looks. And the woman over in the corner.
Okay, and he doesn't like
Belinda?
Belinda
She
either.
gives
So he basically
pleased
doesn't like
everyone.
anyone. Tiffmore Ruins?
They're a point of controversy around here. Some people want them open to the public, and some people think they're a sacred space.
Like
I
Helena.
understand that the ancient people wouldn't have wanted us to disturb their tomb, but it would have been pretty neat to play a show in there.
Okay. That is all, Amir. So. Reserved for Riley and Amir. Excellent. Oh, hello. There's an incredibly tall person in this room. So a harp? Yuri the Bard.
Are you the authorities? Do you paint the crime scene to help find clues?
Huh. I'm just an artist who believes in justice.
Okay, well, my boyfriend and I really need to get off this lake. We're supposed to be playing a show in Narva tonight, but the innkeeper won't let anyone leave.
You'll wait until justice is served.
It's so frustrating. We've never played anywhere important, and the one chance we get, this has to happen.
And what do you know
book
about the
was
theft?
stolen. It must contain the meaning of life, because I can't see any other reason it would be such a big deal.
You're protesting pretty heavily that
We got here yesterday
is not a
afternoon.
big deal.
We ate dinner, played some music, and went to bed. I heard some scuffling in the middle of the night, but I just thought it was rats. Ugh, they're everywhere. It's such a bad situation. The indigenous people just want the land to stay sacred. All they ask is that no one goes in the ruins. But the university is constantly sending people over to investigate. They want to extract the artifacts.
right.
And there's this new law that says if the scientists can't find any ancient relics in the ruins, then the ruins aren't historically important, and so don't get any protections. That means the sacred space could be dishonored by random hikers. I mean, of course, the scientists won't find any relics. They aren't even allowed inside. So, the land is really in peril right now. It's just a mess.
Wait, right. So there's a law that says if you don't find any artifacts, the Tiffmore ruins are just going to become regular land. But the scientists can't find the artifacts because they're not allowed inside the ruins.
Just hurry up and find the criminal, okay?
That's interesting. So let's have a little reminder about what we saw over by this dock. So their room is going to be like one of these two. So this would be the person that they saw. And this is a deed of sale for the Tiffmore ruins. And the person selling it needs to make a public and solemn declaration that they have entered the ruins and they are empty and void of sacred importance. So they are selling it to Blue Rose. Yeah, so they're selling it to Blue Rose, but Blue Rose needs the seller to be all like, I've been in there and there are no artifacts. Interesting. Saving the ruins but not the spirits within them. This is Esther Clearwell. The Tifmore ruins gained new protections today following concerns of disturbance to sacred land. The new laws mandate that the historical ruins cannot be used for profit if an ancient relic is found within the site. However, a pre-existing law states that if any ancient relics are found on a historical site, scientists will be given free rein over the land in order to conduct a full study and record the findings for posterity. Unfortunately, this does little to protect the native inhabitants who believe the sacred ruins should not be entered by anyone for any reason. Activists have loudly stated there is nothing of interest within the ruins, but only time will tell if this is true and whether science or business will be taking over the bluffs. So there's 3 parties at stake here. There's businesses who want to use the ruins for profit. The scientists who want the ruins for science, but only if they can find artifacts in there. And you have the and then you have the actual locals who don't want anyone in there. Oh, Sinkwood Inn property deed of sale. Kevork agrees to sell the Sinkwood Inn to Blue Rose Industries for the complete price of 1,000 glowstones. Underselling it, maybe. Underselling it. The sale includes the building, grounds and business. Any employees remaining at the inn will be employees of Blue Rose Industries, subject to salary negotiation. Oh.
What a mess this is.
Hey, Kevork. Selling the inn?
Been thinking about it. This place is empty most of the time. Tourism on the Tifmore Bluffs isn't what it once was. And the milling industry is no fancy and upcoming like before. Got that letter in the mail just a few days ago. Seems like my ticket out of here. This place gets a little too gloomy for me. Just about everyone in this area has an opinion on them. Indigenous people think no one should even look at them. Most everyone else just wants to see what's inside.
Might be nothing.
I had a pal who snuck inside when we were kids. She wouldn't tell me what she saw in there though. Kinda doubt she actually did it.
Okay. Well, this just keeps getting more and more interesting. So this is Radmilla and Belinda. So Radmilla is the elderly sister. Ah, they are a wheelchair user. Eternal battle of love. They pulled each other close, moonlight washed over them. Surely nothing shall ever part us now, for we have braved through beasts and frozen nights, starvation and drought, yet finally life has brought me back to your arms. Our love shall last forever, but the battles have not ended. Our lives have been foretold in the stars, and this is only the beginning. You can leave now and seek a simpler life, one with riches and comfort, warmth, and a soft bed. No one would blame you. He knew that no warmth would be as real as that of her hands, no bed comfortable after sharing the ground with her. All his riches and comfort would be found in her eyes, her stories, her smile. I will go with you. 5941 is the code. At the Tifmore Ruins. Interesting. It's all a little bit coincidental that everyone here has something to do with the Tifmore Ruins. The ancient power of the Tifmore Ruins, healing magic. Some believe the Tifmore Ruins hold the power to heal all wounds and illness. Why we do not enter the ruins to seek out this power is beyond comprehension. It is trusted by many that simply standing in the presence of these ruins is enough to cure small sicknesses and ease the mind of worry. It is a sad thing that the progeny of the peoples who built these magical places do not see fit to share the wonderful spiritual energy here. They instead lock it away. Could it be they want the power only for themselves? Alas, we must respect their wishes and only wonder at the amazing energy still sealed within the tombs, within the walls of the ruined tombs. So this will be Radmilla.
Ah, so you finally made it, Detective. I was hoping you'd be delayed, so we could have more excitement.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Ruins painting?
My husband and I used to go on dates at the ruins. The night sky and the fresh air, all surrounded by the history of the island. It's a very romantic spot, you know. You skipped to the last page? Don't spoil the ending for me. The businessman Vadim gave me that book.
Interesting.
I haven't finished it yet, and I don't know anything about those numbers. They better not be important to the story.
I'm sure they're not. $5941. Vadim. Oh, the bear. He's just casually standing on the table.
Ah, good. You finally arrived to sort this out. Check through my suitcase and I'll be on my way, detective.
No one's leaving until we find the thief.
Good gods, this is truly obscene. The historian likely dropped the book in the lake himself. You've seen how his hands shake. And now he's trying to frame one of us.
Interesting.
A wasted opportunity at the moment. Who doesn't love the idea of visiting a tomb thousands of years old? Who wouldn't love the sense of discovery and heritage? Who wouldn't pay dozens and dozens of glowstones for that kind of experience?
Dozens and
I'm
dozens.
going to bring that dream to life. I promise you that.
Interesting.
Numbers? I'm afraid I don't know anything about that. I picked up that book in a small market last week. It wasn't my cup of tea, so I gave it to Radmilla.
How do you know Radmilla?
That historian! He's a madman! He tore through our rooms this morning, screaming about his wretched book.
Okay, so Vadim is trying to buy the Tifmore Bluffs.
You don't look like any detective I've ever seen. I
This
won't
is
be answering
Helena.
your questions.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
You don't look like any detective
Helena
I've ever seen.
literally
I
not
won't be
going to speak
answering
to
your
us.
questions.
Okay, so here's Helena's room. Ooh, the doors open outward into the corridor. Blech. Health and safety. Gone mad. My dearest family, I've thought a lot about our dedication to preserving the sanctity of the ruins. It has meant so much to me that you've all stood by my side in this battle. It pains me to write that my health is declining. There is little to be done, but with any luck there may be a treatment available in Narva. I only hope that. And the letter is scrunched up and discarded. And here we have what look like some runes. And a leaky roof. Well, that's no good at all. That's not what you want to see in your room. Definitely not. Reserved for detective. That's me. Take the candle. Thank you. So we've got Vadim and we have the historian. Let's check the historian first. K&K Apothecary. Qualneath root for temporary treatment of nerves, forgetfulness, and shaky hands. No more than 2 drops per day. University of Narva. Omeros, please take this letter as a formal notice of dismissal from your position at the university. We appreciate your hard work through the decades, however time has proven that there is no new information to discover regarding the Tifmore ruins, and unfortunately the university can no longer fund the program. So, the historian. is a desperate man. Okay, what secrets does Vadim have then? Oh, handy. Right. What was it? 5941? Okay. It's literally just a combination on a box. I don't know. Fine. That's the only thing in there. Let's just go quickly get that combination again. I should have written it down. This just is not the kind of game where you write stuff down very often. 5941. Remember it, team. 5941. Right. Don't know why both of those moved there. Great. What have we got? V, Vadim. I was digging around near those old ruins you're so obsessed with. Found this thing that looks an awful lot like an ancient relic. How handy. Thought you might want to keep it safe till you officially own the property. Hope you can come up with a few extra glowstones for me in exchange. Well, the plot thickens. Found this thing's looks an awful lot like a relic. Well. That's going to need some thought. Right, where's my mind going? Where's my mind going? Who is the person that was digging around by the ruins? So, okay. On the face of it, Vadim, he wants to buy the ruins. He needs there not to be any relics found. For some reason he's paying someone to go and find relics. I don't know why he would be paying someone to do that. But for whatever reason, the person has found a relic and they've sent it to Vadim for safekeeping until the sale goes through. Because of course, if relics are found, sale's not going to go through. University's going to come in. I need to double check that law. Yeah? If any ancient relics are found, scientists will be given free reign. So, but it's not going to be the historian, because Vadim and the historian hate each other. Could be the university student. Who's the university student? It's not Rayleigh and Amir. The university student doesn't have a room. Interesting. Interesting. Well, my friends, we're going to have to ponder this one. We are out of time for today's episode. If you enjoyed this episode, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Next time we're going to be delivering the swift hammer of justice to whoever it is that's stolen that book of runes. See you next time. Bye for now.